Hello and welcome. Today is May 15, 2023, and I'm here to do our weekly check in. So let's begin. If you're wearing headphones, please lower the volume. I welcome in my spirit guides and holy angels and the highest and greatest good. I welcome messages of love and light that bring healing and love to all. Please bless this reading. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the reading. So I hope that everyone had a happy Mother's Day for those of you who had celebrated. And so let's go ahead and dive in and to see what is the current overall energy of our collective this week. So Mercury went direct. Yay. So does my collective feel that the energy have shifted? If you had like anything that you wanted to work on, things should be moving forward now. It's not going to happen instantaneously. It will happen over the course of the week where you're going to be developing a sort of momentum. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what is going on with the masculine collective and what is going on with the feminine collective. Thank you, Spirit. So with masculine, we have here a storm warning, okay? And it says upheaval, obstacle, wrecking ball, and drama. So perhaps they dodged a bullet because the storm warning actually came up in reverse. So I feel like, Mother's Day is over and now they can move forward. So, things are actually shifting where there's no longer obstacles and it's smooth sailing, at least for now, right? Now, I'm also seeing finances, money problems, work, material things, and success. So, what masculines really focus on this week is their finances. So, this is their job. This is about like their level of income. So, that seems pretty normal. And also, we have a fated meeting and reverse, and it says meant to be destiny, predetermined, and encounter. So I really feel like instead of having an encounter with the masculine, it's really focused on their career and finances for this week, is what I'm seeing. So I really feel like it's like, okay, the worst is behind us, kind of like a storm that comes out of nowhere. And so this is like the calm after the storm. With my feminines, we have home. It came up in reverse and it says comfort, safety, belonging, and shelter. So perhaps, you're feeling uneasy in your home. And also, we have wedding, but it's in reverse. And it says marriage, forever, the one in union. So this is the thing. Perhaps some of my feminines, you are not feeling at home, possibly because you're not married with your divine counterpart or, you're not with your person, okay, that you hope to be with in the present moment. So perhaps, after the passing of this Mother's Day, perhaps you're not really feeling totally secure. Okay, so I definitely do feel that. So, in all honesty, I really feel like both masculine and feminine, both you guys are kind of feeling the same, except I really feel like the concrete, as a matter of fact, situation with masculine is something to do with their finances, and for my feminines, this is about security within your home. Okay. And you're not feeling really up to par. Okay. At least that's what I'm seeing here so far. Let me go ahead and get some clarity. So, Spirit, can you please clarify the energies of divine masculine when it comes to their finances and the situation that is now behind them? What else can you reveal to me about divine masculine's energy in the present moment? Okay, so we have your high honor. So I really feel like masculine had to do the honorable thing. So it had a decision that they had to make, and I really feel that they really wanted to change. Okay, there's some sort of spiritual download that I'm sensing coming from this masculine. And I really feel like they had to hold down the fort for wherever that they're at physically. Okay. Spiritually speaking, they kind of know what they needed to do. And I really feel like, if this masculine was in separation from you, feminine, around this time, they really want to change. Okay. So again, there's this movement of wanting to move things forward. And I see here the main female, okay, with the feminine. So, look, we have here the privileged lady, and it came up in reverse. And so I really feel like masculines, they're not really engaged with the karmic. Okay, so look, we have here the fated meeting, and it's in reverse. So, I have a feeling like if the masculine is dealing with the karmic, um, they're not even really talking or really engaging with the karmic also. Okay. That is what I'm feeling. Now, I feel like if masculine had to do the right thing by, staying stuck in whatever situation that they were in, low key, okay, like behind the scenes, I really feel like masculine is thinking of the feminine or feeling the feminine energy. Okay, first it's about this feeling of not being stable in the home, and I really feel that this masculine is also feeling the same. Okay, so I really feel like both masculines and feminines are feeling very similar in nature when it comes to possibly their finances, their sense of stability. Okay, and yeah, that's what I'm seeing here so far. Not really focusing on the karmic, okay, for once. I really feel like masculines really focus more on themselves now, and I feel like they're feeling this through you indirectly. Okay, that is what I'm seeing. Now, with you, feminine, we have family room. So again, there's something here about the home and the family where you just don't feel complete. Maybe it's because, for some, you're not in a marriage that you would like to be in. For others, okay, you're not with your divine counterpart who could be in another marital situation. But whatever the case is, you're just not feeling complete and whole, or maybe this is a sense of security in your own home. Now, also, I'm seeing here pathway in reverse. So you are not on this divine path towards a relationship with masculine. We also saw that masculines, they're not really engaged into relationships at this time, because we have here the fated meeting, it's in reverse. I really feel like for this week, the separation is actually necessary to kind of get our priorities in check and in order so that we can like meet up with our divine counterparts in the 3D. At least that's what it seems like. It feels like now that, the momentum is moving forward. This is like, time to really get our list out. Okay, and see like, okay, here's step one, here's step two, here's step three, that kind of vibe. Like, we have to kind of like go in order to kind of get things going. And I really feel like it's more or less about career and finances for this week, which I find really interesting. Okay. I really feel like masculine and feminine, you guys are not really engaged in one another. I have like this feeling like both you guys are in separation, but dealing with your own scenarios at this time. So let's go ahead and see what else, right? What else is going on with this collective? So, Spirit, can you please reveal to me clear messages in regards to divine masculine and divine feminine collective? And if the karmic energy wants to show up, please reveal karmic energy. But also, can you please reveal how does masculine and feminine think towards one another? How do they feel? What do they want? And what is the outcome? What can you reveal to me about masculines and feminines this week who are currently, I want to say, in separation from their divine counterpart at this time? Let's find out. So we have your four cups. So do you see here? We have this umbrella that is offering a shade, and it's raining outside. And um, I really feel like both masculines and feminines, you guys are not feeling up to par. Okay, both you guys are not feeling really good, is what I'm seeing. And we also have here the Two of Swords. And with this energy, I really feel that um, both of you are kind of torn, okay, about making a decision. And I really feel like, okay, I mean, for you, feminine, if you're kind of coupled up in a karmic relationship, I'm sensing that, you're not really feeling good in your own home, okay? Possibly thinking about divine masculine, but not even sure if masculine is capable of coming forward towards you at this time. Okay, masculines, they got their own problems. I really feel like it's more or less financial. And if they're kind of coupled up in a similar situation, okay, it's very similar for this masculine towards their karmic partner. Now, if there is no karmic person, what I'm sensing is that this is a decision on, how are you going to really work on yourself, that so that you can really move forward. Okay. And wow, we have your Knight of Wands. So perhaps masculine's going to be jumping through hoops this week. So again, I did see that the career situation is on the forefront of this masculine's energy. And yes, we have your King of Pentacles. So, really like being accountable for their actions, and really focus in on their sense of stability. I really feel also that feminines, you're going to be feeling this coming from masculine. So, if you're not really feeling very stable, your counterpart is actually doing it physically. Okay, I actually do see this. So, especially if it comes to financial matters. And wow, we have your death. So there's definitely some sort of change that's going on from the inside out, is what I'm seeing. I definitely feel like something is changing. This could be within masculines and feminines, but I also feel like for you, feminine, you're feeling at peace with whatever this changes. You have no idea what's to come in the future, but you're just going with the flow. So if you've been feeling like, you're lost and you don't know what the next, step is going to be in your life, because I really feel like, you're kind of feeling empty on the inside, but also feeling at peace here, because I see here the peace lilies. You're feeling more comfortable about your situation. And also, we have Eight of Cups. So, this is about not sure about, coming back for a relationship or a situation. I definitely see that both parties are actually thinking about one another. Okay. And I feel like there's some obstacles here between masculines and feminines if you guys really wanted to come together in a physical way. Yeah, because I see here the lovers. So, I really feel like masculines and feminines have been thinking about each other this week, but there definitely has to be a sense of transformation. And I really feel like if you're getting messages from spirit, namely birds, this right here, I see here a blue bird. So if you see any kind of symbols about birds that have crossed your path, and you really find that that is some kind of significant sign. Okay, not just any bird. It's just like there's this random weird bird that pops up. Just know that that is your masculine that is speaking to you through spirit. I also see here white butterflies. So if you've been seeing white butterflies cross your path, just know that that is a sign that your divine counterpart has been thinking of you as well. Also, spirit is protecting you. And with the Knight of Cups here in reverse, masculines, they're kind of sad. Maybe they're not really, talking about their feelings because, as you know, masculines, they have a hard time of expressing their emotions, to anyone, as a matter of fact, and it takes like a masculine who has really worked on their sense of security and just being authentic and transparent for them to open up in a way where they can be vulnerable. And I really feel like that's a strong trait that the feminines really admire. If a masculine can actually be vulnerable with the feminine, because if a masculine can't really show like their weakness, then the feminines feel that masculine is always hiding something from you. So if they know how to open up towards you in that way, then you know that your relationship towards one another is growing deeper. Okay. But at this time, I really feel like it's a blockage. Masculines, they're not feeling very good at this time. And I could be talking about you, feminine, because, as you're sitting in your house and not really, sure about your future, I feel also that you're tucking away your feelings. You're not really exposing your true feelings at this time. Okay. Um, and then we have your Ten of Pentacles. So this is about legacy, about family. Okay. It could be about children. Um, and I feel that this masculine is really thinking about long term, but how much longer is this masculine going to, keep up with like this legacy that they have built from a while ago? Okay. Because I really feel like with these rings, it's been many, many years where this masculine has been with a particular family situation. And so, is masculine going to stay in this situation with their family, or is there going to be some sort of change? I really feel like that's true for both sides. Feminines, if your masculine has been with a karmic situation for some time longer than, your relationship, and they've been with the other party for such a long time, you're just wondering, when is it your chance? When is it your turn? You've been waiting, is this like waiting in vain, is what I'm hearing. Now, with the Seven of Swords, I really feel like there's some truths that may be revealed in regards to children or family. Okay. And what I'm seeing here is that this is about letting go of being so guarded. So perhaps masculine is not the type to be a really great communicator. I feel like they're holding back, some truths. Okay. I'm not saying that they're lying, but I really feel like they're holding back speaking, some of the truths that they have. Okay. When it comes to you. And it's about them not feeling very stable. Okay, so there's plenty of different reasons why masculines are choosing a karmic family or a karmic partner over divine feminine, and very similar for my feminines. If you're kind of coupled up in a relationship with someone else where you're just holding on to a sense of security and stability, then that is your free will to choose to do that, right? So I see her judgment, and I have a feeling that masculines, they are, afraid of being judged. And I really feel like this is the same for you, feminine. Okay. I'm not just saying that it's all about masculine. Feminine, you too are also guilty about being judged, for your choices and decisions. And I really feel like this judgment towards one another is actually prohibiting both masculines and feminines from really coming together. Okay. So if you can let go of the ego, if you can let go of expectation, but if you guys are ready to have a conversation, then I really feel like something could happen. But I see here masculines, they're holding back. Okay. So clearly they're not ready to communicate to the feminine. And we saw that very early on in the reading. Okay. Because they're playing their part here. Okay. It's almost like a game of chess. Five of Wands energy, like, there's competition, there's conflict, there's stuff that's going on in the 3D, dealing with this masculine. And I really feel like, I mean, this is on both sides, okay? Because I'm getting here that, feminines, you've been stabbed one too many times, you've been hurt, but so has this masculine. Masculine has been wounded so many times, and, they're playing it safe, okay? They don't want to rip off the band aid and leave whatever that they have built for all this time. Feminines, you've been wounded because, your true love is still, physically in this other situation is what I'm seeing here. And that's why you really feel like you can't really, grow on this connection if there's nothing to nurture it. The only thing that you can do is just nurture yourself. And you feel like you can't do it anymore. So I really feel like for this week, guys, masculines and feminines, okay, both of you guys are not feeling up to par this week. And I would say that this is a very normal energy. Maybe it takes time after the retrograde period to just really like figure out what can you do to move things forward? What can you do to change? Do you feel like you need to change? Are you in your head? Is ego getting in the way? Or are you just open to really address some personal issues about yourself that you didn't really want to deal with before in the past, right? Everyone's situation is going to be different. But let's go ahead and see. So for the masculines, okay, they clearly are not seeing something and they're not happy. Look at this. We have here the Four Wands card in reverse. So they are not stable in their home. Very similar to what we saw in the feminine energy earlier on in the reading. Feminines, you are not really stable in your home also. So that's why I really feel like no matter how far you are or if you haven't talked to one another, both you guys are not feeling very stable. I don't care like if you were to check in with your divine counterpart and you haven't talked to them in such a long time, they're not stable. So if you're feeling it, they're not feeling it also. Okay. I'm also seeing here, feminine, we have her the high priestess, so your intuition is blocked. So I would say, if you haven't been out to the water lately, go out, to a body of water, go out and cleanse yourself, take a spiritual bath, do whatever it takes to kind of clear your mind, do meditation, because I really feel like things are kind of like murky for the feminines, okay, for your ability to not to see, okay, about like how unstable you are in your own home. I really feel like that goes with self-reflection. Okay, very similar to this masculine because they can't see, even if there was a bird spirit that came around. Masculine would just look at the birds like, oh hey, nice bird. You get what I'm going from. So how do you guys feel? So I really see that, okay, feminines, okay, you don't want to fight this anymore. You're just tired of fighting the fight. We also have your Ten of Wands in the connective energy. Both you guys are wanting to just let it go. Okay, it's just too difficult to hold on. And I see here the Three of Swords for the masculine. Masculines are hurt. They're hurt because they can't see their way out of their situation. Now that's the reality of their whole physical situation, right? I guarantee you in the 3D, masculine has thought about the feminine, but because they're kind of in a situation, they don't even know where to begin. Like, how can they like release the karmic situation and free themselves from it, when they're kind of like deep into whatever it is. So for them to just like, change, right away would be drastic. And these things take time, but as you know, masculines, they do take their sweet time. But I really feel like masculines, they're kind of hurt. Okay. So the intention, is to really release what has been holding them back. If they've been holding on to something that isn't really like it's enough, but it's not where they want to be. I really feel like the intent of this masculine is to at least try. Okay. Now I see here the Queen of Swords. So that just means that there is a challenge for this masculine to talk to a karmic person. Okay. Where their relationship has been on the rocks. Okay. I really feel like, they're just talking to one another. Things are not feeling very stable. Again, this could be about money, okay, or finances, because I did see that coming from the masculine. What is it going to take for this masculine to be financially secure so that they can move on? Clearly, they can't see their way out of it. They're kind of stuck in it. Okay, at least that's what their whole 3D situation looks like at this time. Now, for the feminines, we have here the Emperor. So this is masculine energy, and you're just feeling like this masculine, okay, isn't really approaching you because of the Queen of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is blocking masculine from being with the feminine. At least that's what the feminine feels at this time. Okay. And I see it because masculine is really trying to let go of whatever they have going on. They know that they can have more, but in order for them to let go, they have a battle against this Queen of Swords energy, which is the karmic. Okay. And feminine, you're not really looking at your divine masculine in a highlight, possibly because through experience, you haven't seen masculine really put in that much effort. Okay. And that's why you really don't know. Okay. That's why your intuition is being blocked. Okay. And you want to let go of maybe, some beliefs that you had because maybe they didn't really manifest. But then again, that's ego. So, if you're thinking if masculine hasn't done it by now, then they never will. Okay. You know, I mean, that's one way of interpreting, the situation, but sometimes it's not, in your time or what we think is our time. It's always in a divine time order. Okay. Now, in the outcome, man, masculines, okay, they're holding back their feelings. Okay, because they don't even know what to think anymore. I really feel like, okay, as we're coming out of this retrograde energy, there's still some blockages. I'm not gonna lie, I see it here. So masculine is still not very clear about how to open up emotionally, towards the feminine. I see that there is a way. You see that there's a boat that's sailing through like this mountain, um so there is a passage here, but I feel that things are not really progressing, because they're not very clear. Again, everything starts off with the sun card in reverse, and as you see on masculine side, all of the cards here are in reverse, similar to the feminine, but at least for the feminine we have here 7 of cups. So you're looking at your options, okay? You see that masculines, they're not empathizing with you, okay? At least that's why you have your back turned away from this masculine energy, because you don't see how masculine really, loves you, okay? Especially if they haven't really communicated that to you recently. Now, do you see we have here the star for the masculines and the world? Wow. And also the 6 of Pentacles for the feminines. So you really feel like nothing is going to manifest out of this situation once things are over. So for some of my feminines, you're thinking even after masculine gets out of the karmic situation, you're starting to lose hope that they're actually going to come towards you. For some of my feminines, you might think that masculines, they may choose to go on a different adventure. Okay. Like masculine will never, choose feminine, after all that, feminine has been through, holding on, and not knowing if it's in vain. And I see that masculine has hope that they can end the situation with the karmic, okay? And so they can open up emotionally, um, but they feel like maybe they're not enough. So this masculine feels like they're not good enough for you, feminine, or they'll never be enough, you know? And feminines, you really feel like maybe masculine will never choose you. So I really feel like for both counterparts, you guys are really thinking very differently. Now, I see here the Hierophant for the feminine, okay? So maybe you're using your higher power to connect with, source energy about how you feel like the victim. Okay. Very similar to this masculine. Masculine is looking for answers. They're looking for answers. Why do they feel like they're the victim? And this possibly goes back to their children or their childhood. Again, it's no coincidence that we had a Mother's Day that just passed. And I know that not everyone that's watching this had a Mother's Day holiday, because especially for those that live in different countries from the United States. But what I'm seeing is that, masculine is looking very closely at the situation about how they feel like the victim, and they realize that they actually put themselves there. They may not be able to like admit to this. Maybe they're coming to realize this, okay? Because I do see her a page, and I see that feminine, you're the Hierophant, which is more of a masculine energy. So I'm gonna be honest, I really feel like feminines, you're embodying more of a masculine energy than the masculine themselves. Maybe, masculine is being more feminine this week. But again, if you can balance out your masculine and feminine energy within yourself, then that is when union can come. Union within self first, and then union with your counterpart. That's what I'm seeing. So let me ask another question here. So let me use this other deck. So masculine. So spirit, can you please reveal to me, what does masculine want feminines to know at this time? And what does feminine want masculine to know at this time? What do you guys want to let each other know in the present moment? So we have here Queen of Ariel, mature, practical, generous, and happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. They really see you as this Queen of Pentacles. You're someone who is solid, someone who is dependable. That's why masculine admires you, feminine. But the problem with this masculine is that, maybe they never really held themselves accountable for how they acted towards you. Okay. At least that's what it seems like. And also, we have your strength and grace through kindness, self confidence, and forgiveness. Your confidence, okay, and your strength, helps this masculine to do the same. And I really feel like this masculine, really wants to be courageous. You do see here feminine and masculine energy. Like you help, bring them up. You're like their muse. You give them strength, you give them energy. And remember, we had the sun card that came up in reverse. Right now their light is dim. Feminines, you are the lighthouse towards this masculine. So, continue to do the work. I know it's hard, but make sure you take care of yourself first, and then send loving vibrations out to divine counterpart and the whole world. Okay. um they really love that you're so confident. And if you can forgive them, then they really feel like they can forgive themselves, so that they can open themselves up. Because mind you, that is one of the blocks for union. Okay, is that they don't know if they can really forgive themselves for what they've done towards you in the past. And maybe consciously they're not aware, but subconsciously, yes, it's showing up. Now, with you, feminine, so we have here Queen of Michael, brilliant, self reliant, insightful, and humorous. You know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, a time of your career rather than relationships. So this is the thing, feminines, you want to communicate to the masculine that, hey, I kind of know what this is. You don't feel stable in your home, but you feel that um maybe career is like the thing to focus on, up to this point. So I really feel like you're feeling this masculine, and masculine is feeling you. So maybe both masculines and feminines are really focused on career rather than relationships. And I feel that intuitively, both of you guys are okay with that. Also, wow, look, we have here the lovers. Make choices from your heart, deep emotional commitments, the power of love. So I really feel like feminines, you're telling this masculine, hey, look, masculine, if you want this, okay, make choices from your heart and not from your head. Try not to make it so like planned out, okay? Like, do you love them or not? And then if you're ready, then come forward. But if not, if you want to focus on your career, then focus on your career. Because I really feel like at this point, both masculines and feminines have been in separation. Okay. And maybe you guys are focused on career at this time. And that's okay because there's going to be a time for career and then a time for romance. But I really feel like if you're at a point where masculine, if you have the strength to come forward towards the feminine, then by all means, make it happen. That's why masculine really feels that you're this queen of Ariel, queen of pentacles. Okay. Very practical. And they really admire that about you. You're very strong when it comes to making those decisions and also being accountable. So let's go ahead and pull an Akashic message and see, what does both masculines and feminines need to be aware of this week. Spirit, can you please reveal to me, what does masculine and feminine need to be aware of for this week? What is the Akashic message? What is the Akashic message? Please, Spirit. What is the Akashic message? We have the Willow, Two of Forces, and it came up in reverse. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Two of Forces. All right, so it says the willow reverse indicates that the winds of change or conflict are blowing around you. Don't try to fight, or you may be uprooted. Instead, stay flexible and bend with the demands of the times. While it may appear to be a period of total upheaval, like the willow, you are strong and capable of bending without breaking. Stay centered yet adaptable within the circumstances swirling around you. You have deep and strong roots in your spiritual identity, so rely on them now. This cycle of uncertainty will pass. In the meantime, let yourself be open to the guidance of the Akashic records. You are grounded in the wisdom and truth. Let yourself receive the power there. So here is the force, and it says, take a deep breath and feel yourself plant energetic roots through the bottom of your feet, moving down to the very depths of the earth and tapping to the resources you need. Notice the strength you feel rising up, this profound source of energy. So I really feel like this is a time of being rooted. Okay, so again, this is going back to doing walking meditation. Feminines, if you're not feeling very stable in the home, maybe you need to go out for a walk. Okay, maybe some of you guys did. I know I did. I went to the park. you know and also really feel secure about your situation. Now I really feel like that's the very similar thing with the masculines. They're really focusing on their career this week. So if you've been feeling that, so is the masculine. Perhaps maybe this week is not a time for romance, and that's okay because there's going to be plenty of opportunities in the future to really come together in a harmonious, loving way. And you already sent out the message to the masculine that, hey, masculine, if you want it, come get it, right? So if the masculine isn't ready, then they're simply not ready. And you don't want the masculine to come prematurely. I don't care how long it's been, like if it's been a decade, if they're still not ready, they're just not ready, you know? So enjoy your freedom, feminine, especially if you're not coupled up. But if you're in a karmic relationship, then maybe it's time to really consider what you need to do in order to free yourself from this attachment that you have. And very similar to the masculine. So do you see if you're in that situation, universe is allowing you to make this decision, how you want to live your life. Do you want to continue with the same, or are you ready for change? Are you ready for, to shake things up and have like new energies moving forward? Where do you see yourself in a year? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Think ahead. Okay. And in order to do that, you plan for the present moment. Okay, so I hope that that was helpful. Let me know. Thank you all for watching. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.scorpiomoon.intuition.com. You can also follow me on IG as Scorpio Moon Intuition. I hope y'all have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.